So it's Sunday, and the election's come and gone. And like most of you, I was hoping for a certain result, and that didn't happen. I'm bummed, I'm pissed off, I'm sad, I'm all those things. Because, like I said in my video the day before the election, this wasn't about me. This was about the people in my circle that I love and care for. And I'm worried for them because what's coming down the pike is going to directly affect them. And that scares me. I don't know why people voted the way they did. It seems like, again, people are voting against their own interest. But it is what it is. I know there's a lot of dialogue about some shenanigans that possibly happened with this election. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because I don't want to obsess or seem unhinged or any of that. I don't think that's healthy. I have my own thoughts and opinions on it, but that's not where I want to direct my energy towards. I would just say that there's a few things I think happened. Overall, I believe that this was a matter of people being prisoner of the moment, because I really don't think that people were going to give Kamala a chance because she is the current sitting vice president. And Joe Biden is already unpopular with most. Ignoring the fact that the vice president directly does not have any power on policy. But she gets the heat by proxy. But that also shows the uneducated nature of people of not knowing how the economy works or the government works, et cetera, et cetera. The other thing I think is happening is that the Democrats need to reshape their strategy in terms of getting a message out or countering a message that people on Fox News say. Fox News has the apparatus across the board with Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Rogan, Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, et cetera, et cetera. Progressives or progressive liberal media has Brian Tyler Cohen, Pod Save America, and that's pretty much it. People on TikTok, I think, do a better job than about 90% of media outlets out there. If something is categorically false, it doesn't matter if it is thrown into the zeitgeist and it picks up steam and it's just across the board now. The Trump campaign spent hundreds of millions of dollars bashing the point about something that Kamala said back in 2019 about gender-affirming care for prisoners. It's past that point now. It was 5 years ago. But it was beaten over the head of people, and it then became the narrative. It became the truth for some. So the Democrats need to change their strategy. You need to come up with a different way of getting your messaging out. I know you don't want to validate these right-wing talking points. They're already validated because they reach the masses. You need to embrace a different form of media because MSNBC, NBC, CBS, that's already informed people. You need to reach people that are not informed or don't routinely follow politics. There's a bunch of things that that I think happen in terms of, again, the coulda, woulda, shouldas, all that regards. it'll be debated till the end of time. So, like, who knows? I would just like to ask those out there, how did you vote yes to codify abortion in your state, but still voted for Donald Trump? That makes absolutely no sense. That is such a confusing tact on your part. It is what it is, I guess. But again, I just find it I find it just so bizarre that we have sane washed, and that's the other problem with the media, that we have sane washed this man of saying that he was good for the economy, or he was good because there were no new wars, et cetera, et cetera. I think a lot of you have amnesia. What was the question that was regurgitated every day? Were you better off 4 years ago? I remember what was happening 4 years ago. They were stacking bodies left and right in refrigerated trucks because we were losing thousands of people a week because of COVID. And we were, because somebody mishandled it, was not a leader. People seem to think that we were in some type of economic boom because gas was $1.80. Well, gas was $1.80 or under $2 because nobody was driving. This man was working on a contraction on the economy because of his policies before COVID. Before COVID. We are feeling the effects. We are really, truly feeling the effects of Trump's first go-round in the White House with his policies coming in play. Again, I can go down the list of why that he is going to be a disaster for the economy. But you all have been given the false pretense that he's going to recover the economy. He's going to make things better. First and foremost, it's going to be like right when he got in after Obama. The baton was given to him with a great economy, and he gloated about it. And it happened for about a year. Once his policies came into play, the tariffs, the tax cuts, all that stuff, it was crippling. And it spiraled for the next couple of years. Again, look this up yourself, folks. It's public knowledge. It's up to you to look it up. He is offering you an America that does not exist. He is offering you an America that does not exist. But, as I've stated before, you have the messaging in your favor. So the Democrats need to take a hard look in the mirror of how to go about things in the future. And for the people that voted for Trump, it's like what Thomas Jefferson said: the government you vote for is the government you deserve. Once you realize that things aren't great, it's not getting any better, who are you going to look to? Who are you going to look to, and what's the next boogeyman going to be? But I can tell you this much, me and a lot of other people, you're not going to get any sympathy. You're just not. So I hope you got what you wanted, because you're in for a wake-up call.